Ellie, we're back.
Season 2?
We got to season 2, guys.
How?
Do you think we'd ever make it?
Not really.
No, me either. There's been some hard moments, Ellie. We've gone ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, there has been.
We had a meeting, guys. We had a meeting assessing how season 1 went. We looked at all your feedback, the 3 people. Ellie doesn't even remember the meeting. Can't even remember what happened, can you? Haven't got a clue.
No, well, I've slept since then, sorry.
That's what she said earlier.
Yeah.
So we had a meeting and we decided all the good things we're going to do and all the other things. And we decided we're going to make it less... what's going
random?
on? Less random and
more
less hard work for us.
Yes. That
And
was
then
a
we
big
turned
one
up
for you,
today.
wasn't it?
Turned up
It
today.
never goes to plan, does it?
And we didn't have a camera.
I mean,
the lights
what's the
weren't
time?
in here. The studio was booked.
25 past 1. Should have been on at 1.
We should have been on at 1. Actually, the time got moved back 2 days before.
It was 1:30.
Yeah.
But it was originally in for 12. Was originally in for 12. The call sheet was originally 12, Ellie. And I was like, that's perfect. I can pick up my daughter from school. So basically...
Started the whole...
Basically, everything we tried to do to make this proper. The mic's fallen again. It's all just going to pot.
Can you not tighten it up there?
I don't know. Anyway, so we're back for season 2, Ellie.
Wow. What an opening.
What an opening. We are going to be...
Very positive.
We're going to be more crafty. Liam's coming in to put my mic up. We're going to be... What are we going to do, Ellie, this year? What are we going to do?
We're going to start doing more craft stuff. I think we're going to start actually crafting on the podcast. We're going to
We're getting a new table for one, but we
yeah.
haven't got it yet.
We've just been out.
We've got some
looking.
ladders. Anyway, it's just... We're just all over the place.
We are.
I was
But I
hoping
think
for so
that's the
much
fun
more.
of it.
Did you like our teaser trailer for season 2 coming? That was good.
That was fun. That was
Did you
fun.
enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
I failed. Sorry.
Yeah. Beforehand, you just kept saying to me, be cool, about 10 times. And you lost your cool.
I was very good at prep beforehand. I was very good until we did a dress rehearsal. We did a rehearsal about 4 or 5 times, which I was very good at, and then we just fell apart.
You fell apart.
I fell apart. To be fair, you did a little laugh. No? Okay, you're not having it.
No.
So, this is the Crafting Cafe behind your head. Yeah, maybe.
Season 2.
Season 2. We've had season 1. We
F1.
had some great guests. We've got some more great guests lined up for this time. I've got a special secret guest that I'm trying to line up. Not going to tell you who that is.
What? Can't you write it down for me?
No, I know you think that you don't know anything about this podcast, but I've got a secret guest.
Yeah.
So, and this year we're going to be more crafty. That's what we said.
I definitely want to start doing more craft stuff on here.
You do realise that it's very difficult audio
It is.
to do crafts.
It is.
I know
But
you
also
want to do
for
crafts, but it's very difficult to listen to. And some of our people listen. Hayley, I don't know how many people listen / watch. There's a split. Some people listen, some people watch. Let us know.
Half and half, I think. Isn't it?
But it's quite hard to...
Are we still in America?
Yeah.
Still big in America.
If only we had a camera facing the other way, because the way that Liam's sitting, I actually feel like you're like Steven Spielberg directing. It's like he's like in a dark shadow, his legs are crossed.
I know, it is very
it's quite
film set
yeah,
like,
it
isn't
does
it?
feel a bit film set. It's quite nice actually. He's ticking things off.
Yes.
It's all very professional. Liam got the memo. Liam got the professional memo. Right, okay. Long introduction, Ellie.
Should we say where we can find the podcast on the socials?
I mean,
Do
if
it.
they're listening, they're
We're on all the socials. We've got Facebook. What are we called?
The Crafting Cafe.
Pod, I think. Maybe. Instagram, Crafting Cafe Pod. TikTok, Crafting Cafe Pod. We've got now over 2,000 likes, followers, subscribers, something. No. Views.
on the trailer.
Something. I don't know. We've got
Was
quite
it
a lot of
2,000
people.
on the trailer?
2,200 and something on the trailer.
Me and Liam's TikTok, where it was...
I think we've
Is
got
that
like...
nice?
I want to say we've got like 800 followers. Have I made that up?
Yeah, we've got 230.
Oh. Maybe after today we've got 800.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Maybe.
Oh. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Slow and steady.
824 followers on Instagram.
Have
I knew
we?
we had it on something. It's a marathon, guys. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I think we're going to start looking into crafting trends, aren't we?
So we had some
2025.
research. One of our co-producer gave us some research for this event, this podcast event, this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
So
We
we're
had
going
our-
to do some trends in a bit. We're going to talk about some
We had our
trends.
homework.
But generally, we're here for crafting. We're here for community. We're here for conversations. We're here for guests. We've got some new segments that we're going to test out in this first ep, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Got a quiz, and the quiz comes with a forfeit. Whoever loses gets a forfeit. I've already nailed Ellie's forfeit if she loses. I'm very confident about this quiz that
like
I'm
that.
going to win. So if I don't win,
You are gonna. I know you're gonna win.
I won't.
You will win.
I
I'm
won't
not very
because
good
I'm
with
really
general
bigging
knowledge.
myself up that I'm going to win. And I'll lose and you'll get a forfeit for me. Anyway, so we're going to have a forfeit for the quiz, which we'll film and put on social.
Do you want to know your? Do you want to know your?
No, you
forfeit?
save it. It'd be a mystery.
Save it.
Okay.
But if you haven't watched any of our podcasts, you can go back and watch season 1. Who were our guests?
We had Sharon Curtis,
Delphine Brooks,
John Scott,
Mark Smith, Carol, McGurk Roach,
Hayley West.
and Hayley. No, we didn't.
Why was I so confused then?
Because
I
you
had
kept
the other
calling
Hayley in my head.
West. Oh,
I had-
no.
No.
And
yeah,
we also
so confused.
we reviewed the
Confused.
Claptrap.
We did. Yeah.
We spoke about
What a-
that,
what
but
a-
we
what a
said
night.
season 2 is going to be non-Claptrap. There's no Claptrap in season 2.
Ah, shame.
Shame. And you're not hungover for a change?
No, I'm not. What do you mean for I'm never hungover.
In work capacity, Ellie's got a new shift soon, so we're having to record the podcast at a time where Ellie shouldn't be hungover.
Yeah. But on a
She could
Tuesday.
be. She might be.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe a little this morning. Who knows?
Uh-oh. We wouldn't know.
No.
She's hiding it well compared to the last time when she was sweating. Oh, sorry. What have you got there, Ellie?
And spitting.
What's that?
What do you call this?
It's like a magic 8 ball, isn't it? But
It's a magic 8 ball, but what's happened to it?
It's time to take a chill pill.
You do need to take a chill pill. You've been a bit tense today.
Have I?
Yeah, a bit tense, a bit on edge. That is one
don't
of the
think
crafting
so.
trends of this year, though. 2025.
Being on edge?
We're in actually, we're in 2025. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Merry
Hope
Christmas.
you had a nice
That's gone.
Christmas.
Yeah. Bon anniversaire. That's, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is.
Is my birthday soon?
Yeah, we're going to have a birthday pod.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
We're going to get some messages in from all your favourite people.
Like who?
I don't know. I'm going to try and line them up. On Cameo. We'll get
Yeah.
someone to send.
Miriam.
Oh, yeah, it's quite expensive. So this is one of the crafting trends of 2025.
It is.
Do you know
The
what it's
disco
called?
ball art.
Disco ball art.
There was lots of that where we've just been.
We did that for Halloween.
Hence, this is new today. Hayley brought it.
I always think these are a bit broke. Do
Hayley
me a
didn't craft
solid.
it, though.
Do me a solid. Ask again. It's time to take a chill pill. Is that the only 2 things it says?
No.
I like
think
a
you're
bit. Of
shaking it
do you like a
right.
bit of disco ball art?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite thing.
What
It's broke.
So you've been doing a bit of research. What is your favourite 2025 trend?
I really like resin at the moment.
Are you?
I do
Resin's
think that's my
always- resin-
favourite.
Resin's 2024,
Never
2025.
goes out of fashion, I don't think.
What variety of resin? Epoxy or eco?
Probably epoxy.
Epoxy. So you're going to make some
Epoxy.
tables.
Yeah. I like it, but I also like... Is it the other one where it can be clear?
Yeah.
And I like putting like dried flowers in it and things like that.
Oh,
saw the one with the rose quartz.
very nice.
Yeah. Very heavy.
Do you know what's always in and's back again? Needle felting.
I quite like that.
Do you know what I like about that? Good de-stressor. Just poking away.
Right. Yeah. Don't know if I like the felt.
You can
I
poke.
don't know if I like the feeling of
You
the
don't
felt.
want to poke a finger though, because it's quite sharp. The needle's quite sharp.
Pokey finger.
Poke your finger. Yeah. It's good though. Have you never done needle felting?
No.
You have to like.
I don't think I like the feeling of the felt.
The felt does feel a bit weird, but when you jab it, it's nice.
How do you feel about air dry clay?
They're all coming back around, aren't they?
I don't know if I like air dry clay.
We've got some air dry clay, haven't we, around the corner?
We've
We can
got-
do some of that.
We've got
Yeah.
something on the horizon for air dry clay.
Yeah.
On Hobby Maker.
Coming up on Hobby Maker. Yeah. Got a bit of
I
that.
do like it. I like Emblems air dry clay.
Mm.
Emblems. I do like
They're
that.
all.
It's, yeah, you can just paint it then. Just paint it, make a mug.
I like it for probably like putting it in the garden.
To be fair, we're, we've got a lot coming up on Hobby Maker that are in this list.
We might be doing that, mightn't we?
Origami art, aren't we doing a bit of that? Origami art's coming up as well, doing a bit of that. I like that. That's a big trend.
Create craft show.
Yeah, if you listen to that podcast, it was the worst one to listen to. That was horrendous to listen to. Yeah.
Setting the trends.
We did the pickle challenge. Well, you didn't do it.
That was weird.
That was horrible.
That was also the day
Oh, no,
when
but we were
everybody
just
was
saying.
stressed and didn't want to be here.
That was
You in particular.
that was an in trend.
That was a hard day.
I crafted the pickle.
That was the day I didn't think the podcast would come back from.
Yeah, that was a tough day, but we pulled through.
Yeah. Do you want to know another new segment of the podcast we're going to do, Ellie? We're going to do it now. This
Yeah.
is one you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know about this? It's a new segment. We're going to do a glossary of terms, but new glossary, a glossary of crafting terms that you don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know about them. Maybe some of you do know about them. The first one. Have you ever frogged before?
I have never frogged.
You've never frogged?
I've never frogged.
I'm sure you have. Have you ever met anyone who's frogged before?
Probably, maybe.
Have you ever heard of frogging?
I have not heard
If
of
someone
frogging.
said to you, I'm going to go frogging, what would you think?
Something not crafting.
Well, it is crafting. Do you want to know what it's about? Do you want to know
Yes.
what frogging is? So I didn't know about frogging, but I've learnt about frogging.
Yeah.
And I think I frog quite a lot.
What
No?
is it?
So frogging is technically a term that's used in textiles and yarn and in softcraft for basically repairing a mistake, for ripping it up. And do you know where it comes from? What noise does a frog make?
Mm-hmm.
Rip it, rip it. That's where it comes from, because you're ripping it. It's like reb it, rip it. Frogging.
So it's if you're not happy with it and then
Yeah,
you,
it's like
you
starting
frog it.
again. You could frog it. Say like we could frog this podcast.
Make
We could start again.
any sense?
Does it not? Do you
In
not
a
like
way
it?
it does, but frog like what? Oh, I've just frogged it.
It's a thing. So like you're doing like a bit of you could do doing a little bit of needle felting. No, not needle felt. You could do a bit of knitting, do a bit of yarn, doing a bit of crochet, and you just frog it. You go again, frogging. Did anyone in the room know what frogging was?
Yeah,
Did you actually know what it was before?
Have you used
Did I
it?
describe it okay?
yeah,
Ish. Hayley's not agreeing.
yeah.
Do you say that term when you're crafting? What did you do with it? Oh, I just frogged it. When you're done with it.
No, but people do.
The reference is literally from frogging and reb it. So rip it.
It's true,
It's
isn't
like
it?
rip it out. Rip it out. Go again. Start again.
Okay.
Look. I even Googled it. I've got paperwork. I didn't read it. It's a thing. I've even got images.
So you just it's just when you don't like it and you just rip it up.
Basically, start again. To
Oh,
frog.
To frog.
So I think you should do a bit more frogging.
I think I do quite a bit of frogging, but probably
Not what we think.
Yeah. Do not. So, okay, just to let you know, this segment of the podcast, if you Urban Dictionary some of the things we say,
Yeah, I
maybe
reckon.
something else might come up. Like
feel
we're
like-
not.
Can you
we're not
get it up?
intended to
the Urban
Dictionary
Dictionary.
it, but
Frogging.
trust me, frogging is a thing in craft. Do you like that?
Can you? Do you reckon?
It's a new segment.
I feel like. Do you reckon they say it on Sewing Street, on air?
Yeah.
I've heard it on air.
Do they?
Yeah.
Like I frogged it.
So frogging on the Urban Dictionary is dogging at the local swimming pool.
Do not Urban Dictionary it. Hopefully the mics didn't pick up. We'll ask our agony aunt if she knows what frogging is. She might know the Urban
She'll know
Dictionary
that.
term.
Oh my god! I've got terrible
That's
images
too much,
in my
isn't
head.
it? That is too much. Right, okay. Frogging
Scary.
in
scary
relation
business.
to crafts.
Frogging
so, Ellie,
scares.
next
is scary.
week, next podcast, you'll get given a subject to research, which would be something like
I
that.
hope my words.
Like a term.
As
so
good
the
as that. That's a
crafting
good
terms,
word.
and we're unearthing crafting terms. Frogging is this week's.
I'm trying to.
That's a new pod reference.
So we want all of our listeners to go around frogging.
Yeah, you do some frogging, guys, and also message in on the socials for anything that you'd like us to talk about. There's a lot that Liam says that are strange terms.
Like what?
Rub-ons. He always talks about rub-ons all the time.
It's his favourite thing.
Yeah,
Rub-ons. Julie was rubbing on it the other day.
exactly.
Were you joining in?
Liam needs a mic for this conversation. Liam was joining Julie's rub-on. That sounds strange enough, doesn't
Oh
it?
god, I was gonna.
Right.
I was gonna say something else.
Where to next on this?
What squeegee painting? I saw that at the bottom of the thing. I don't think I like that.
No, I think I'd love that.
Yeah.
That is like squeegee as in like little...
Do dots and then you go.
Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. We should do a bit of that.
I'll try. I'll give it a go. Pardon?
It's like
No, keep these for glossaries. That should be a glossary one. Yeah, keep that one.
Which one? Dirty what?
Dirty paw. What's a dirty paw?
If you said that
Right.
a few too
Ellie
many
next
times.
week. Ellie next week is going to research a dirty paw. So episode 2, season 2, you'll see Ellie talking about a dirty paw
Okay.
and not what she did the weekend. That's a dirty pint.
that
Have
could
you
be.
done a dirty pint?
Don't know. What would you class as a dirty pint?
It's like the leftovers of everything you do.
Uh,
You do it
no.
at uni. It's like dirty pint.
No.
When you're playing like games, like
No.
drinking
I hate
games.
that. No.
Never
Never.
done Ring of Fire.
Yeah, I have, and I don't
Or
like it.
fives. Thank you for a lovely game of fives.
No, I've never done that, but I've done Ring of Fire, and that's just
Fives
vile.
is a great game. Anyway, but not away to university.
Candle painting.
I'm not sure I'm here for candle painting.
I quite like candle painting.
Too delicate for me. I want to be more extreme.
I feel like it's very zen to candle paint.
Maybe a bit zen. I think I'd want to be more extreme than more out there.
Would you frog it?
I'd start again. Yeah, I would. Yeah, stop trying to use the term now.
It's a crafting term.
It is a crafting term, but stop trying to use it.
What's the point in having knowledge and not using it?
Knowledge is power, Ellie.
Exactly.
You should know that.
Exactly.
Have we gone through all of them? Oh God, the ball rolled off.
Also, what about phone
There you
charms?
go. I'm not going to say that to you out loud.
Oh, frog
It's a
it.
bit strange, isn't it? Frog that one.
I
Phone
just said.
charms. Phone charms have always been about. Have you searched 2020, not 2025?
No, it's 2025.
Phone charms are like from
She's even
the
put
millennium.
it in
They're from like the millennium or something. Phone charms.
Can I just click on that link on the
Click
paper?
on that link. Oh, it's taken me. It hasn't taken me through to it.
Ah,
Shall we get our agony aunt in?
I think so. But I quite like beaded phone charms. You did some good ones, didn't you?
Exactly, yeah. I did them for manager specials.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah. Yeah.
Make
Let's get our agony aunt in. I think it's agony aunt time. Do we know what the agony aunt's been up to over Christmas and New Year?
all sorts. She's
Has
got a new
she?
car.
Yeah. After this break, our agony aunt Julie's coming up. We're back from the advert break. I think there's an advert break. There's no adverts.
Should be
We're
you
back from
singing
the
in
break.
between.
What, just
yeah.
a little song about Julie?
Or anything.
Just about anything?
Just a little craft
What
jingle.
is with you two wanting me to sing? I can't sing. I've got no vocal cords.
It wasn't
Sounds
us
good.
that started the sing. You started the
I
singing
started it
thing.
myself. Julie, what
Yeah.
you been up to?
Um,
We've had New Year and Christmas since
yes,
we've
Christmas,
been back
New
for the pod.
Year. We brought a new car this week.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Ellie's been sharing your news.
Yeah. Loads of crafting.
Loads of
as
crafting.
always. Yeah.
Loads of crafting.
Got a new fun craft.
No, but I'm trying to convince Liam that we should have some more new crafts, like dry clay.
Ooh.
I'm working on that.
Yeah.
What is your? Do you have a 2025 craft you want to do?
That probably
Bit
get
of
into
dry
a bit of
clay,
dry
okay.
clay. I want to try tufting too.
Oh, there's tuftings.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
keep seeing all these like needle punches.
Tufting.
Yeah.
Tufting. I was talking about needle felting. I fancy a good.
Yeah.
stab.
Is that
Actually,
the
I've
same
done that
thing?
before.
Yeah,
No.
tufting's more rough. making
Yeah,
it up.
and-
Didn't you make a rug?
Yeah, so it's more like a tufting's more like an
Remember the
actual
tufting gun?
gun shape.
There's like a gun
So yeah,
for tufting.
it's just like punches, and you make a rug or a
Maybe I'll
cushion.
reach out.
A gun for tufting.
Yeah,
I
needle
quite like-
feltings with a needle.
I really want to
stabbed
do
myself when I did
some
that.
squeegee painting.
Yes, I have
Wanna do
sent
some-
Hayley some stuff
Well,
on
yeah,
squeegee painting
that'd be
because
cool.
yeah, it looks really good.
I would fancy doing
Yeah,
that.
I think we should. Yeah.
Julie, we've got a new section of the podcast now,
Yes.
which you've missed, but you'll be able to listen back,
Okay.
where we break down glossary terms of crafting that no one knows about.
Okay.
Do you or have you ever frogged?
No.
Do you know what frogging is?
No.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Are you
Even the
sure?
Urban Dictionary.
Leah
I
reckons,
think you have
Leah reckons
multiple times.
that.
Do I want to know what this
Don't
is?
Google the
Yeah.
dictionary. But the
Okay.
actual crafting version is, so in crochet,
Right.
if you rip something up and start again, it's called you're frogged
Frogging.
or frogging.
Oh,
So
I
to start
definitely
again,
have done that then.
because it comes from the term rip it, or ribbit, because
Oh,
frogs do
okay,
ribbit,
I get
ribbit.
that.
So
But yeah, I have, as we
Frog.
know, I have
Yeah.
tried crocheting and
so we have both frogged a lot.
Yes,
I
we
reckon.
have,
We've done
yeah.
some frogging.
yeah.
Group
I did a
frogging.
lot of frogging in lockdown because I tried to teach myself so many
Just
times.
for clarity, we have not done the Urban Dictionary version
No,
of frogging.
this is the
Do you want to
crochet
know what the
version.
Urban Dictionary is?
I'm not sure we should
Can
have it on
we?
the pod.
No, I think so.
I don't think we should. Google it yourselves. Put it in the comments. I don't think you should say it out
Tell
loud.
you.
Okay.
Which is I don't think we should talk about that.
No,
really.
yeah, no, that's not lower
No.
the tone.
No.
Oh, but the claptrap's fine.
Yeah, but the claptrap's a place.
And there's no frogging going on
So
there.
the local swimming pool.
Well, frogging in the craft sense, we've just done that.
Yeah.
And then Ellie next week has got to feedback on what a dirty pour is.
Dirty pour.
Oh, I know what a dirty pour is.
You do know
Yeah,
what a
I
dirty
do
Of
know
pour
what
course,
a
is.
dirty
Julie knows
pour
what a
is.
dirty
Shall I have a
pour
little
is.
guess what I think it is?
Yeah, go on.
When you do like, I don't know, painting or stamping or something, and then you get dirty paws.
I love that, Ellie.
That's great.
I
That
feel
would
like
probably
that
be
could
better.
be a new dirty pour, but no, that isn't
No.
what it means.
Okay, well, you got to research it for next week. Next podcast, Ellie's going to come back and know everything about dirty
I think that
pours.
could have been a good one.
I feel like you'll like a dirty pour, though.
Whoa.
Okay.
Will she?
Mm,
Will
yeah.
she now?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, Julie's our agony aunt on the podcast. She's back for season 2.
Yeah.
Did you think we'd get to season 2?
Maybe.
It was a bit touch and go, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the concept's there, and I think we're doing what we wanted to do, which is.
It's been a bit problematic though, Julie. We've all got a bit stretched with each other.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I missed 2.
Yeah.
Scott's already shouted at me today.
Four of us. 4 of us are going somewhere fun in a few weeks' time. Though
We
should
are.
we should do a pod there.
We should do
That'd be
something.
fun.
Yeah, do something
Yeah.
at
do a pod
least.
there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in the next
we'll
pod.
talk about
Yeah.
that
Next
after.
pod we'll talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect for it to do. it.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Anyway, get ready for that. So, Agony Aunt Julie, you're here today. We had a meeting. We
We
spoke
did
about
have
the
a
meeting.
meeting.
We're getting more formulaic. We're
Yeah.
gonna be less claptrap, less frogging, not the craft term, more crafting.
Yes.
And today you're here to talk, Julie, about
Top tips
Some
on stamping.
tips. Yeah, some tips. So yeah, we still welcome people to send their questions
sure
in,
do, please
and we'll
do.
answer your problems or any craft issues you've got. But
Yeah.
we decided
Yeah.
we'll also do some top tips on things.
So Julie's here today to talk some top tips and stamping.
Yes.
And what is stamping to start off with?
So stamping, you can get different types of stamps. So you can get them on wooden blocks. You can get acrylic stamps, clear stamps. So basically, you pop them down onto your card, and then you can colour them, paint them, whatever you want to do. So some of my top tips to achieve
Yes.
that.
Top tips for stamping from
So-
Jules.
Top tips are cardstock.
Yes.
So making sure, knowing what you want to do with it. So if you want to paint it for a start with watercolour, say, first thing you want to do is make sure you've got watercolour cardstock,
Okay.
because obviously you need to make sure that whatever medium you're putting down is going to be.
So your cardstock is incredibly important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tip 1.
Yep. Your second most important thing then is your ink,
Okay. So
Got to be juicy.
because yeah, and
you need some
also
juicy ink.
you can't use. There isn't really an ink that does everything.
Okay.
So you'll need a certain ink pad, like an alcohol-free one,
Yeah.
if you're using alcohol markers to colour in,
Yeah,
which a lot
okay.
of people do. If you're wanting to watercolour, you need to make sure you've got a water-resistant one.
This might be another pod, but I
Yep.
feel like inks are a bit daunting.
Yes, they
Which
are.
ink is the right ink?
Yeah.
Should we
so
save that for another one?
yeah, we could.
Hand up.
How do you feel about? Do you have to prime before?
No, not really. I think
Do you know about priming your stamps?
you can do, but I don't think you need to. But yes, I know what you're saying. So
say it like
what I
that?
would do, Ellie's right. If you get a brand new stamp, sometimes they can have a bit of a residue on them. Can we not? So what you want to do is get a scrap bit of paper, put some ink on, and just sort of
But you
stamp
don't
it down.
have to prime
But
it.
don't plan that you're going to use that, because you're not going to. Just pat down the ink, then reload your ink, and then go onto your actual cardstock that you're going to
Julie,
use.
you've been incredibly professional there.
Yeah.
Our producer is in
Liam
bits.
is
What's
yeah,
so
but I'm
funny?
used to sitting
You're used
opposite
to this,
Liam,
yeah.
and he
To be
was
honest,
just
I'm
giggling.
not really sure why Ellie asked you that question the way she did. It was very like it was
It was an
like
important question.
Or you have to
Evan.
prime them.
it
you
was like
can.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, another top tip I would say is, if you've never stamped and you're a bit nervous of stamping, which some people are, invest in a stamping platform,
Oh,
because you
yes.
can not really go wrong with that, because you've got your magnets that are going to hold your card down, and then when you put your stamp on, if you lift it off and it hasn't gave the right impression, you ink it again and you go back in and it's in exactly
And
the
there's
same
some
place.
incredible stamping platforms
There
now.
are.
Ones that spin, ones that twist,
That's
ones
right.
that swivel.
Yeah,
They do
so you can
everything.
do designs.
Everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They really are like an essential piece of kit now. When I started stamping, you couldn't get platforms,
No.
so you just had to press down and pray.
I remember, do you remember when we had Pauline Wheeler on? Do you remember the
That would
first
not be
stamp
good.
that
Yeah.
she bought when she said she went into a charity shop and she said, "What's that?" And it was this wooden block
Yeah.
thing.
So you
I
couldn't
love the blocks,
even
though.
sort of
Yeah.
like even if you put if you have a block now, they're normally an acrylic one that you can see through.
Yes.
yeah.
They weren't like that then. They
No.
were wooden, and you literally had to press it down and just hope that it had stamped in the right
so
place.
far, tips are good cardstock.
Yeah.
Good quality cardstock.
Correct ink.
Correct ink.
Yeah.
And then the third one was have a stamping platform,
Yeah,
which will help
definitely.
and make it easier
Yeah.
for you.
And I would say on all three of those, invest in like a quality one, because if you buy a cheap ink,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to give you a good impression. So,
Yeah.
and then you're probably going to think, why it's not
Okay.
working. So, yeah.
Buy cheap, buy twice.
Yeah,
is what
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then that
Yeah.
goes with a lot of things, doesn't
What's
it?
a good ink?
What's a good ink? So you can get lots of different ones. So Stays On, Versifying Claire, Ranger. Tim Holtz are a good.
Lots of big names
distress
there.
inks. Yeah, but always check what each one does to make sure you're buying the right one for you. Because, like I say, there's some that you will only use if you're using like watercolors.
Yeah.
Some for alcohol. If you're using watercolor pencils, you'd want one for that as well. So yeah, just make sure that you check what you're buying.
And
to
what
make sure
about
it's right.
when you're actually stamping techniques for that? Because I know when we were doing the boards,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get it right.
So I would say technique-wise, like I say, nowadays a stamping platform really helps because you don't need to sort of. It takes the worry away of it not pressing down and working.
Yeah.
But I would say you can also get pressure tools now. So you found the pressure tool helped you, didn't it? Looks a bit like a hockey puck.
Was I using that?
So you put your platform down and then you
Forgot
run the
about
tool
that.
over the top.
Ellie's forgot about
Yeah.
what she even did.
So you can find. So if you haven't
I just
sort
know I
of
couldn't ink it properly.
naturally got a lot of pressure in your hands, you can get a tool now where you can run it over the top of the platform, and that will give you an extra bit to adhere your stamp down.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah,
It was the ink for me.
yes,
I think less ink is better.
yeah. Sometimes it's better to not really sort of like, because if it's too juicy, it smears.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Smudges.
Yeah.
No one wants a smeary,
Yeah.
juicy ink.
Yeah. No.
Right.
No, you don't.
So we've got 4. Was that 4? That's 4.
Four.
3. 4? Was there 4 tips? 3 tips.
3 tips.
Three tips.
3 tips and a bit of
3
advice.
tips.
Sweet.
And
Yeah.
then, so I reckon we need to dig deeper into ink at some point, Julie.
Yeah,
But
and
maybe
maybe
we'll save that.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe
do
we
an
should
ink
do
chapter.
ink and maybe cardstock, because
Ooh,
another
yeah.
thing.
What is a good cardstock?
That's
Who
it.
knows?
That's it. A lot of people get confused by whether
Yeah.
they're buying the right card or using
Is
the
it
right
weight?
card.
Is it size?
That's
Is
it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
colour?
I feel
Is
like
it
that is a
size?
whole.
Yeah. You don't want to. You don't want like
What
a
GSM do you
low
want?
GSM,
That's
do you,
right,
to stamp
no.
on, because surely
No.
it would just seep
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Another
powerful
thing is
GSM.
with stamping, you want something that's like smooth or super smooth card.
Yeah.
You don't want anything that's got a texture
Texture.
on it, because when you stamp it, it's going to make it bubbly.
Having been to a paper mill, I know all about cardstock. Know a lot about it.
So you
Got a
could
lot of
actually
reels.
teach me some
I could
stuff
teach
then,
you about
hopefully, if we
cardstock,
do
yeah,
that.
know a lot about that.
Yeah.
Know all sorts.
Sounds good.
What about if you stamp it onto fabric?
If you're stamping onto fabric, make
Good
sure that
question,
your
Ellie. Well done.
Thank
ink
you.
is
Yeah.
right for fabric. Also, sometimes you need to heat set it once you've put an ink onto a fabric.
Might need to
So,
stabilise.
but there's, but in terms of the process,
fabric release.
you would use the same equipment basically.
Yes.
But just make sure your ink is suitable for fabric. So you can still use a stamping platform and all of that, but yeah, it's,
Pretty much the same
you
technique.
can stamp on
What's
fabric.
that? What's that stuff that you use that then makes it stay? That we
Stays
did?
on.
That's something.
No,
That was something
Um,
that we did.
you can get like a spray so it
Yeah,
doesn't wash
yeah.
off.
That's
Crafters
the
do
one.
it, don't? No.
Yeah.
It's not like a stick and spray.
Not
is it?
stick
It
and
was that-
spray.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you can get.
It'll come back to me. That's what I was thinking of when I
yeah.
said fabric release.
You
Which
can
wasn't
get
the right
something
thing
that
at
you
all.
put. Yeah,
You put on
I
it and
can't
it
think
sticks
of the
to it.
brand
Well,
name
come
now, but
come
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Put it in the comments if you're
Yes,
listening or
yeah, if you
watching.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
Julie, we haven't got a jingle for Julie's top tips.
Are you
Which
gonna
I
make
thought-
one?
No, I'm trying
Go
to
on,
do it off.
go on.
No, I'm not. Because it needs
Can you
to
do
be
a rap
more.
this time? You were meant to do a
Oh,
rap last time,
He
and
made
it never
us a
happened.
promise. Didn't deliver. He was going to fire in the booth. No.
We'll try and see if the rap can happen, but it was just
think you should do
it was
that.
hard work, wasn't it? Getting the
Maybe
podcast
you just
back.
need a little
so.
jingle that you play in between each of
Yeah,
our
we
new
do.
sections.
Then we need little clippets. We need some Canva
I know
little
somebody that would do that
overlays.
for us.
Who?
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah, you
has
get
already
him.
told us, because he's very musical, he would do us a little jingle.
Oh, let's get musically. Let's
Yeah.
get Alex on. We need a musical part. I think we need.
I
a bit of
definitely
music.
think you should do a rap though.
At some point.
I'm gonna have to write it.
Oh, Andy's already wrote.
Oh
like,
yeah, but you know what? Yeah,
a
Did
little
you
bit.
hear any of that?
Oh, Andy
any
read
of
me a
Andy's,
bit.
uh,
Oh, you need to ask him. Basically, Andy and Scott were going to have a little battle.
Oh yeah, you wanted to have a rap off, didn't he?
when you were doing your rap for
But
us.
you frogged it.
But he
I
actually
frogged
did
it.
write some lyrics
Of
down.
course he did. Of course he did.
Just in
It's
case.
So Andy. That is
We've
so
we've
Andy.
heard it. Haven't
Came
we?
in,
Andy.
yeah, ready to go.
So Andy,
I mean-
ready that it might happen at any opportunity.
Yeah.
Never know. It's
Yeah.
What a character.
Yeah.
What a character.
What a card. I think that's the end of Agony Aunt's
Yeah,
top
I think
tips.
that's-
Julie's top tips.
Yeah.
Leave some
Hopefully
more
we'll-
messages.
Yeah. If you want any top tips on anything, also let us know.
Tippity top.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Right, after this break, we've got the quiz. Julie, have you heard what goes
Yeah.
on in this quiz now? It's pretty
Yeah,
fierce.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
competition.
Oh,
We're going to have a
no, it's gonna
leaderboard.
be-
It's like
gonna
Ant
be
versus
so
Deck,
bad.
but Ellie versus
I
Scott.
love it.
But
I'm
the
gonna
loser
lose.
has to do a forfeit. We've got forfeit ideas. I've got a great idea for Ellie's if she loses. Ellie hasn't for me.
I have.
Oh no, have you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have.
Oh, uh-oh.
I know both of them. Yours is going to be worse.
Oh no!
That was, we were kind of a bit evil.
Uh-oh.
weren't we?
Ah.
See you after the break. Hello. Whoa, we're not back. We are back now.
Is it definitely recording? Is there a red light?
Yeah, I can see the red light.
We're back. We have now a new part of the podcast, Ellie. A new part. It's a fun part. Liam's here. When Liam's here, you know there's going to be some strange questions.
Fun.
Which normally aren't multiple choice, and it's all a bit awkward.
At least it's not the tense machine.
Yes. The tense
That
machine
is
has
never
gone.
coming back.
The tense machine has gone. I don't mind it. Instead, we're doing a quiz, which is at the moment called...
The Crafting Quiz War.
Okay.
Scott v. Ellie.
Scott v. Ellie.
If you've ever watched Ant vs. Deck, it's like Ant vs. Deck, but
A really bad
a
version.
really poor version of it.
It's going to be
Cheap.
really bad.
Yeah. But there's
Just saying.
forfeits, which are going to be more fun. And the forfeits will then be recorded on social, which will be funner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever loses, the other person decides what the forfeit is.
Nice.
So
Are we announcing the forfeits before or after?
yeah, let's do before. So
you wanna?
if
Okay.
Scott wins and Ellie loses, what is Ellie's forfeit?
Ellie's forfeit is for one whole day in the office, she has to finish every sentence she has with Bab. Or Babe. Alternative. Whichever one. Babe or Bab.
Oh my God.
I've added Bab in there because I think Bab is a little less bad as
I think
Babe.
it should just be Babe.
But you get to pick whichever one. You can mix it up a little bit, but it's got to be one or the other.
That makes it even more cringe. I've got the choice of
Yeah,
two.
you got the choice of two.
And now, if Ellie wins and Scott loses, what is Scott's?
There's gonna be
Revenge.
a personalised T-shirt with "Live, Laugh, Love," and you've got to wear it all day. And you know what? Maybe a day where you've got to go and pick your children up from the school, and you also have to send a picture to prove that you've got it on at school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now we've got some very high-tech buzzers.
I don't want to lose.
So we'll ask. I'll ask the question, then the multiple choice, and then you've got to hit. So you can't go early. You've got to listen to all the multiple choice first,
Okay.
right? To make it fair. First person to press their buzzer gets the answer first. If you get it wrong, it goes to the next person.
Okay. Yep. Yep. You're
Do
out.
you want to hear your
basically.
buzzers? Wait, press them one at a time.
So don't look at me.
Ellie always says,
Okay.
"Don't look at me."
Don't look at me.
Okay, are we ready? I
Right.
feel like we need a spotlight and some tense music. Okay, so question number 1. What's the longest running animated TV show in the United States? Is it A, Family Guy, B, The Simpsons, C, SpongeBob SquarePants, or
That's
D,
cheating.
South Park?
That's cheating.
You have to wait until the questions are
Yeah.
read out.
So what? Yeah.
Okay, you get to go first then.
Yeah, go on then.
I went to
I
LA.
didn't. I didn't even hear.
You
the
have to
last
wait
two.
for the whole question. Okay.
You have to wait.
can't go
SpongeBob
before.
SquarePants or D, South Park?
Okay, they're the rules. Just so I know, you need to know these rules beforehand. You have to wait for the whole question.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is-
You had a tendency.
There is a
to
time
prefer
limit, come
to
on.
do
You go
that.
first.
The Simpsons.
Correct. So it's 1-0.
1-0 LA.
Was that would have been yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Right, question number 2.
No, I need to know this.
What is the
whole question.
Yeah,
What
you do.
is the... Are you ready?
Sorry. Yeah.
This is intense,
Ellie's
right?
excited to be 1-0 up.
Right.
Haley's actually keeping scores.
What is the primary tool used for stitching designs into fabric using coloured thread? Is it A, crochet hook, B, sewing machine, C, embroidery hoop, or D, knitting needles? 5, 4,
I completely forgot
3,
all of them.
2, 1.
No, I forgot all
Can
of
you
them.
read the question again?
No.
You're not allowed to.
I think you should read
It
the
was a little
answers
bit-
again.
yeah, it's a
Right,
little
okay.
bit-
They're very
yeah,
long
it's
words.
alright. I didn't really go again.
What is the primary tool used for stitching designs into fabric using coloured thread?
Okay.
A, crochet hook, B, sewing machine, C, embroidery hoop, or D, knitting needles?
Sewing machine.
Incorrect. Scott.
Oh, embroidery hoop?
Correct.
Oh,
1 all.
I was going to
You
say
also
that
have
as
had
well.
2 goes at that. You
Yeah.
still got it wrong.
Who's winning? No,
It's a
draw.
draw.
It's a draw. The question was quite confusing, but anyway, I got there in the end.
Okay, right. What is the oldest craft in the UK? Is it A, pottery, B, stamping, C, candle making, or D, basket making? Oh,
Yours is quicker than...
Candle making.
incorrect.
I'm going to go basket weaving.
Correct. 2-1. So at the minute, Ellie's walking around saying
I did
bam.
think basket as well.
Well, you got 5.
But I
5
frogged
questions, so
it.
it's
Yeah,
going to be
5
finished.
questions,
Okay,
so
you frogged
2
it.
more.
You frogged that one. Frogging.
Okay, so question number 4. Which of the following materials is primarily used for creating intricate raised patterns in card making? Is it A, embossing powder, B, clay, C, ribbon, or D, glitter?
Can you do it? Oh, that's just.
Yeah, can we have the question again?
Uh,
That's both of us want the question again.
Which of the following materials is primarily used for creating intricate raised patterns for card making?
Okay.
A, embossing powder, B, clay, C, ribbon, or D, glitter?
Mine's so slow, there's a delay, I swear.
To be fair, that was you. I'll give it you.
No, you go, you go, you go. I don't want to.
5.
Embossing powder.
Correct.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
A.
Right, last question, so it's 2
It's all
all.
on the last one.
2
Are
all.
we drawing?
It's a
I
draw.
should have took
So-
that. Then I would have won. I wouldn't have had to wear this t-shirt. I've made it more competitive. That was definitely me first. It's got like a pause, mine has.
It has. We
Before
need
I
to go
press
with
it.
your
Should
click.
we hang on.
It's got a pause before.
Live, laugh, love.
That's a bit better.
Right.
Press them both at the same time. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's better.
right.
That's
So
better.
it all comes down to this question.
Still not, but
Okay.
you have to
So-
wait for the whole question to buzz in,
Yeah,
right?
whole
Okay.
question. And this is general and craft.
General and craft. General craft knowledge.
Are you ready? So,
Okay.
what is a group of cats called? Is it A, a clouder, B, a cuddle, C, a chaos, or D, a gaggle? Oh, which one,
I love
Ailey?
that last one.
Go on, I'll let Ellie.
I think it was you. To be fair,
I think it
I
was
do
Ellie.
think. I think it was you.
I'll let you go.
Should we do it one more time? Read it out one more time.
I can't know the answer anyway.
I
do you?
like the
Do
last
you know the
answer. I like the last word.
What is a
Gaggle.
group? What is a group of cats called? Is it A, a clouder, B, a cuddle, C, a chaos, or D, a gaggle? Right, that was Scott.
I think it is a gaggle. D.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Ellie! Is it A, a clouder, B, a cuddle, or C, a
I don't
chaos?
actually know what it is.
Chaos.
Incorrect! Right, Scott, if you get this wrong, Ellie wins.
So it's chaos or
A clouder.
or clouder. Oh my god. Oh.
I.
Chaos.
Didn't I just say chaos?
I was going to say.
No, no, clouder.
No, it's not.
my
No, it's
turn.
not.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
What was
because
it?
chaos has already gone.
Clouder or what
So
was it?
it's
A
Clouder.
clouder or a cuddle?
Oh, I'm gonna go clouder.
Correct. Ellie will be walking around for a day
You did get
saying
two goes.
babe.
So
You
angry
did get
right
two
now.
goes before though.
Yeah.
How? You said the wrong answer just
I
then.
wasn't sure which was which.
So you said the wrong thing.
Does it start now, babe?
We need to select the day.
It needs to be when she's in the office.
Yeah.
She's going home a bit.
You need to select the day.
Just to let
when
all
would you
the
like
li-
it to be? Sooner rather than later? It's got to be after the podcast is out,
Yeah.
surely.
The favourite thing is when all of
I'm
the
so angry.
just for all the
Is
listeners,
this you actually angry?
I'm actually fuming.
Ellie has to sit in a gallery for 4 hours talking to a presenter. So every time after that, she has to say bab or babe.
Babe.
Moving on to this now, babe.
You look really physically upset.
I am.
I couldn't remember which ones are left. Wow.
This
Good.
is going to be a horrible
It's 1-0.
week.
1-0 in the total series. Is there like a master forfeit?
Yeah, we're gonna make your
Whoever loses
abseil.
the whole series.
Can we make your abseil down
gosh.
Gemporia?
Oh gosh.
Sign of the Gemporia.
I would love
You
to
would
see
love
that.
though.
It's only
I
two
would love
floors.
that.
You would love it. I would,
I would
hate
like
it.
that.
Yeah, if it's
I'd be
something like that.
laughing.
Right, should
Not
we wrap the
laughing right
podcast
now,
up then,
though.
Ellie? Should we
Yeah.
say bye?
Yeah.
That's been episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah. Of the Crafting Cafe pod.
Hopefully
Were you going like that then?
more organised, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
More organised, Ellie?
A little bit.
Yeah? Happy with it?
I'm happy. You happy?
Let us know in the comments.
No.
Where could they find
Okay.
us? Where are we on social media?
Instagram.
Instagram,
I was going to say
TikTok,
Twitter,
Facebook.
but we're not on
We're
Twitter.
not on Twitter. X.
Formerly known as X.
We
Oh,
could
no.
be on X if
The
you
other way around.
Facebook.
We are the Crafting Cafe Pod, and that is episode 1 of season 2. See you on the flip side.
Peace.
Peace.